You need to leave stew alone. These are 3 sauces that are perfect for your rice, your potatoes, your yam. They're the perfect sides. So if you're someone that's always having stew, you need to upgrade. I'll start by cutting our bell peppers. I always have them in the fridge. It might be just green, it might be just red, it might be just yellow, but you will always find bell peppers in my kitchen because there's so many recipes you can use with bell peppers. In the next couple of videos, I will show you ways that I use bell peppers in my kitchen to just create really fast and delicious meals. But for this recipe, we're going to be using all 3 colors: red, green, and yellow, because I believe they have different flavors and they look very vibrant on your plate and they taste so good. I'm trying to cut the bell peppers as uniform as I can so that they all have the same pattern, uniform and looking good on the plate. And to me, that's very important because if you've been on my channel long enough, you will know that I say that we eat with our nose, we eat with our eyes. So sometimes what you perceive can just make you hungry and crave the food. And then sometimes what you see just makes the food very inviting. If you are a lover of delicious, good looking, nutritious food, you really should get my cookbooks because lots of them have amazing pictures of food, also recipes that you can recreate in your house with just a few ingredients. So if you're interested, click the link in my description to download my cookbooks. You can also get them on Amazon and you will be glad that you did because these recipes are awesome. Now I'm going to add some purple onion, and that's because it gives a lot of flavor and it is very colorful. I'm trying to cut them in similar shapes to the way I cut the bell peppers. You guys, look how vibrant this bowl of mixed veg is looking. So pretty. I don't even want to cook it. I just want to eat it like this. Next, I have my prawns. I'm going to season with some fish stock powder, some salt, and some black pepper, freshly ground black pepper. I love it because it's more potent. After adding the black pepper, we're just going to mix everything together so that the seasoning enters our prawns. Now in a pan, I'm going to add some chili oil. I got this chili oil lately and I've come to like it. So it's just oil that has the flavor of chili. You can use any other kind of oil that you have. I've added the prawns and I'm just going to cook them till they are almost done. Remember, we're going to put them in the sauce later on, so you don't want to overcook it now. So once the color has changed like this, I'll flip it around and then I'll take it off the heat. If you've watched the video up to this point and you're enjoying it, please click the like button because it helps me out. It lets me know that I should do more of this kind of videos so that you can enjoy. So let me know by clicking the like button and also leaving a lovely comment. Next, I'm going to add some sesame oil. This is going to add a lot of rich flavor. And then I have my garlic ginger paste. I've added that to the pan. Just stir fry that a bit, let it fry till it is aromatic, like it makes the whole kitchen, in fact the whole house. I have this blend of pepper and onion that I always keep in the fridge as well, so I'm just adding that. All these little ingredients that I prep and keep in my fridge, they make cooking easier for me. Now we're going to add our bell pepper and our onions and just mix everything together. Next, I'm going to add a bit of dark soy sauce, some light soy sauce, and then oyster sauce, and mix everything together. Also, these are what I consider pantry staples. I will always have this type of sauces in my fridge. Now, I also have corn flour. I always have corn flour at home. So you're adding that corn flour and some water to make a slurry, and then you transfer it to the pan. This is going to thicken the sauce. Next, I'm going to add some sweet chili sauce. This is optional. I just wanted to add it to add a bit of sweetness and then mix everything together. Now add the cooked prawns, and then you add some spring onions and you mix everything together. Turn off the heat at this point so that your vegetables are still vibrant and the flavors are still really good. You don't want them to be soggy. Our sauce is ready and it looks and tastes so good. I typically have this with rice or with pasta, or you can have it with potatoes and yam, couscous, whatever you like. But I hope you guys try this recipe. If you do and you love it, let me know in the comment section. The first thing I do is I boil the fish. So I will season it with some salt, some onion, curry powder, dried thyme, ginger garlic paste, and just allow it to cook till it is firm. Once it is cooked, I'll go ahead to debone it and set it aside. Sometimes I do a whole bunch of it, like a bulk load of fish. And when I do that, I know that that week we're going to use it for sauce, like what I'm about to show you. We're going to use it for moi moi because mackerel fish in moi moi is a partnership made in heaven. And then sometimes we use it for pasta, for beans and other recipes. So if you're someone that takes meal prepping seriously, this is something you can also do. So once we go ahead to boil it, we'll debone it and then set it aside. Next, in a pan, I'm going to add some vegetable oil. I'm going to add lots and lots of onion because the onion is going to be one of the reasons this sauce is going to be really delicious. If you don't like to see a lot of onion, you can blend it with your tomato blend. I already have my tomato blend prepped. So this is tomato, tatashe, and pepper. It also has onion as well, and then I boil it down, which brings this consistency. That is another ingredient prep that I like to do to shorten my cooking process. Now I go ahead and season with fish stock powder and some salt. If you see me recording with my phone, is because I'm trying to create, behind the scenes content for social media. If you're not following me on Instagram, TikTok, make sure you follow me now, because sometimes I share beautiful behind the scenes, and then I also share some recipes that are too short to share on YouTube. So make sure you follow me on my social media. Is Sisi_Yemmi on a lot of the platforms. I know my sauce is ready when the oil floats to the top and the sauce begins to clump together. You can also taste to see if it has lost its sourness if you used a lot of tomato. I made sure that my tatashe ratio to tomato was more, and that's just because of the way I like the sauce. For you, it can be different, but by now the sauce is already cooked and we need to take it to the next stage. Next, I'm going to pour in our deboned mackerel and just mix that into the sauce. Since the fish was previously cooked, you don't need to cook it too much. So you just need to give it about a minute or two to simmer and to come together. Like I said earlier, we've been enjoying this sauce so much. We have it with almost everything now. So I'm going to be making some fried yam. I'm just going to cut the yam into thin slices, wash it, and fry it. I'm cutting it thin because it's just going to be easier frying it that way. You don't have to have this sauce with yam. You can have it with potatoes, you can have it with beans, you can have it with bread, you can have it with rice. My kids love it with pasta. This is one of the recipes in my new menu planner, which you need to actually go and download. The link is in my description box. It has a food timetable, it has a menu planner, it also has all the recipes, you guys, all the recipes for everything in the food timetable. Plus, it gives you a list of meals you can actually enjoy. This meal planner has simplified cooking for us. It has simplified the arrangement of what to eat. We don't even think about like, oh, what are we going to eat today? We just open the planner and we're like, okay, it says yam today. We have yam at home. Let's just make a meal. Finish. So if you want to get a copy, the link is in my description box. Let me know in the comment section, are you a big fan of yams? I am actually not a big fan of yams, but this particular method, frying yam and eating it with this mackerel sauce, is like epic for me, so I've been obsessed with it lately. I hope you try this recipe. If you do, please share a post on social media. I would like to repost it on my pages. I'm starting with what is called soft chicken. It is also known as fryer chicken in Nigeria. This chicken is really easy to cook. You don't have to pre-cook it. You just have to cook it as at when you want to use it. So what I'm doing is I put some chicken seasoning, some salt, some curry powder, and some dried thyme. I'm going to also put some ginger paste and mix everything together. You don't need a lot of seasoning because you're going to be adding a bit more seasoning during the cooking process. Heat up a pan and add some vegetable oil. You can use any kind of oil you like. And then you transfer your marinated chicken. You can marinate chicken overnight or do immediately as I have done. So just stir fry that a bit. Add some fresh pepper and some fresh cut onion. Mix everything together. I'm going to add some more curry powder to give it that vibrant yellow color. Next, I'm going to add some dark soy sauce and oyster sauce. This is why I mentioned earlier that you don't have to season this too much, because if you've already over seasoned your chicken, by now everything might be too salty. So season with moderation. If you want to infuse your chicken with very rich flavor, don't add water immediately you put it on the cooker. So just cover it and it will steam and release its own juices. After it has done that, you can then add water, cover again and allow to boil. Once I feel the chicken is cooked, I'm going to add my vegetables. I'll be adding some carrot, I'll add some red bell pepper, green bell pepper, yellow bell pepper. You can add broccoli, any kind of vegetable you like. I'm also going to be adding some cornstarch. So cornstarch mixed with water. I'm pouring it in the sauce. This is meant to thicken the sauce. You can make the sauce as thick as you like. This is a modified version of the recipe my mom used to make for us while we were growing up, and we used to love it a lot. But it is something that we made when we didn't know what else to make. And it was really delicious. I hope you try this recipe. If you're always stuck on what to cook, like you don't know what to cook, you don't know what to make for breakfast, you don't know what to make for dinner, you are just stuck, you need a meal planner. You need to start meal planning, which is something that I do. If you do not have a meal planner, you can download my meal planner. The link is in the description box. I also have cookbooks that you can use to get more delicious recipes, all in the description box. Once the sauce is cooked, just set it aside to enjoy with whatever you're going to be cooking with it. I'm going to be cooking couscous, and I'm saying cooking, but it's not really cooking because it doesn't really take long to cook couscous. All you need is to bring a pot to boil. This is the couscous I'm using. I've had it for a while, so I was like, let me just eat it since I've been craving couscous lately. And this is what it looks like. It looks like gari. That's what it looks like. I've brought the pot to a boil and I'm adding some salt. I'm going to pour in the couscous and then just allow it to just cook in that water. You can do this in the microwave. It doesn't have to be on the cooker. In a few minutes, your couscous should be ready. All you need to do is fluff it and then get ready to pair it with your chicken sauce. This is the consistency I like with this sauce. I also call this sauce like fridge sauce because it's basically things in the fridge that can come together to make this sauce. I typically would have like bell peppers, carrots, and sometimes I have chicken. I've done this with goat meat as well. It tasted really nice, so you can try that. You can also do it with turkey. I've done that before. I have a recipe on my channel. Like I said earlier, if you want to know how to make more Nigerian meals, more meals that will keep you healthy, fill you up, and just reduce the stress of, thinking about what to eat, I have cookbooks that you can download in the description box. They have lots and lots and lots of recipes. Some recipes are just stew and soup recipes. Some are rice recipes. Whatever it is you want, you will find it linked in the description box. If you want hard copy of my cookbooks, they are available on Amazon. At least 2 are, and the rest are coming to Amazon pretty soon. I hope you try this recipe because it was really easy to make and very delicious. Like seriously delicious. It's something I've been craving for days. If you've not yet clicked the like button, please do so at this point. Also subscribe so that you get more videos from me. When you subscribe, don't forget to turn on the notifications so that you get notified when I make a new video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.